So this is a first look at the Panasonic 55-inch 4K OLED television. It's the first OLED television that we've seen, and one of the first in the world to be 4K or Ultra HD. Because it's OLED, it's direct source, just like a plasma, and you get much better black levels than you would do with an LCD screen, because each of those pixel elements is actually emitting the light directly, whereas LED, it's shuttered, so you're always going to get some of the light coming through. Now this has 8 million pixels, and 55-inch, it gives incredible clarity. You can't quite see it here because, of course, we're only filming this in 1080p, and whatever you're viewing it on is probably an LCD or a plasma or something like that. But what you do get a good indication of is the contrast. The black levels are very deep, and you can see when things light up that the colours are very vivid. It's, in contrast to them. So we actually seeing it in the flesh is quite amazing, and possibly better than what we saw last year from Samsung. We saw a 1080p OLED screen, and I think this is probably as good as, if not better, in terms of actual picture quality. And then, of course, detail, it surpasses it because it's 4 times the resolution. Now, OLED is uses a sort of printing technique similar to sort of an inkjet printer would print on a bit of paper, so it can be made incredibly thin. And you can see there as they rotate it around, very thin, so thin you wouldn't be able to get any connections on it. So I guess if these become production sets, they'll have to have either connections built into the stand, or they'll have to have a separate box where all the connections go into, like HDMI and a TV tuner. But these are just pre-production sort of prototype displays. Very impressive. But they're not the only displays that we saw here at the show. There was also an OLED screen from Sony, who Panasonic are working in conjunction with to actually develop OLED, and we saw a 4K set as well from Samsung. Interestingly, most of them are all claiming that they were the first. We don't actually know who was first, but one of them certainly is probably first. I think they've all been released at the same time here in Berlin. But fantastic picture qualities, and hopefully this is the way things are going to go.